Dear friends in Jesus Christ, today we are in the fifth Sunday of Easter year B. The Gospel of today's liturgy is from St. John chapter 15 verses from 1 to 8. This passage contains one of the famous I am statements. I am the vine, you are the branches. Jesus identifies himself as vine and disciples as branches. The image of vine was very familiar to the people of Jews because this image had been used in the Old Testament. In the books of Prophet Isaiah, chapter 5, verses 1 to 7, Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 10, Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21, Hosea, chapter 10, verse 1, and Psalm 80, verse 8 speak about the people of Israel as vine or vineyard of God. So when Jesus spoke about the image of vine, not only he but also the listeners were very much aware of this image. And vine was growing around the Palestine, so everybody knew about it. In this passage, Jesus also uses the image of pruning. Pruning is done for many reasons. First of all, pruning is done to direct the plant to grow in a particular direction. It allows the new sprout to grow only in certain areas of the plant. So pruning gives a direction. Other areas are blocked. Sometimes God wants us to grow in a particular direction. So he closes other directions or other areas of our lives. Second, pruning is done to remove the small sprouts so that the bigger sprouts, the bigger branches, and the fruit bearing branches can grow well. If the smaller shoots are not pruned, the nutrients are distracted. It is a lesson for all of us to focus our energy and not to get distracted. Third, pruning is removing the branches which are not giving fruits. The gardener had a great hope and he was taking care of it very well. But the moment he is convinced that this particular branch will not yield fruits, he prunes. He cuts it. The fourth pruning is removing the dead branches. It not only cannot bear fruits but also affects the other living branches. So the gardener removes them. The pruned branches of the vine is useless, not even used as wood for fire. It adds to the meaning of Jesus' teaching on the importance of being united with him. He is calling us to remain in him, to abide in him. The main teaching of Jesus here is that we can overcome from pruning, that is, being destroyed or being useless. We can overcome this through being united with him. Remaining in him helps us to experience his love and helps us to be productive as well as saving us from being destroyed. So the question here is how to remain in him, how to abide in him. To remain in him or to abide in him is to share and to be one with the actions, thoughts, words, and the life of Jesus. To remain in him or to abide in him poses the following questions. Do I love like Jesus? Do I forgive like Jesus? Do I accept others like Jesus? Do I sacrifice myself for others like Jesus? Do I speak the life giving words like Jesus? Do I promote peace like Jesus? Do I witness truth like Jesus? If we remain in Jesus like this, then we will produce fruits of love, forgiveness, mercy, kindness, compassion, and so on. So today Jesus is calling us to be with Him, to remain in Him, to abide in Him. Dear friends in Jesus Christ, may this Eucharist help us to abide in Jesus. Amen.